Tune into Sports 360 with Ahmed Hamad.
England beat India by 5 wickets on the fifth and final day of the first cricket test at Headingley in Leeds, taking a 1-0 lead in the 5-match series. Yes, England chased down a record 371 for the loss of 5 wickets. Yes, 378 for 3 in Edgbaston and now 373 for 5 here at Leeds. Baseball done it again against India. So much expected from the final day. Duckett shrugged it off and took India's strike bowler out of the equation. He was measured alongside Crawley, perhaps signs of England ethos change. Krishna and Thakur came to the fore belatedly, so did Jadeja to keep the jeopardy open after Duckett fell for 149. But Root, first with Stokes and then with Smith, kept India at bay. England now have won all of their last 6 test matches at Headingley, all while batting second. This is 5th successful chase of 300 plus target in the 4th innings in test at Leeds. Only venue with more than 2 such chases is Durban and Kingsmead with 3 each. Also, 1,673 runs were scored in the test match. This is the highest match aggregate involving India and England in test cricket. Earlier, England resumed their second innings at the overnight score of 21 without loss, needing another 350 with all the 10 wickets in hand. Overnight batsman was Zak Crawley with 12 and Ben Duckett with 9 were at the crease. The openers put on 188 runs for the first wicket, which is now the highest 4th inning opening partnership for any team against India in men's test cricket. So the opening wicket partnership put on 188 of 256 ball, Zak Crawley 65 and Ben Duckett 106 of 130 ball. Ben Duckett is the first England opener to score a 4th inning century since Alistair Cook versus Bangladesh at Mirpur in 2010. So the opening wicket partnership was broken in the 43rd over when Zak Crawley was out after scoring 65 of 126 balls, hitting 7 fours. He was caught by KL Rahul off the bowling of Prashad Krishna. 18 runs later, England lost their second wicket. Oli Pope was the second to go in the 45th over. England were 206 and Oli Pope was also clean bowled. Yes, played on to the stumps of the bowling of Prashad Krishna. He made 8 runs. Then 47 runs were added for the third wicket between Joe Root and Ben Duckett. Joe Root 11 and Ben Duckett made 34 in that partnership. When the team's total reached 253, Ben Duckett departs England third batsman in the 55th over and he made 149 of 170 balls, hitting 21 fours and 1 6. The strike rate of 88. He was dropped on 97, but he was caught by substitute Nitesh Kumar Reddy of the bowling of Shardul Thakur. Shardul Thakur took back-to-back 2 wickets. Harry Brooks, who was out on 99 in the first inning, was out on the very first ball. Down the leg side, he tried to glance it, but got a faint edge and Rishabh Pant behind the wicket took a catch. So Harry Brooks was out without scoring and England were 4 down for 253 in the 55th over. Then England had another 49 runs partnership for the 5th wicket between Joe Root and captain Ben Stokes. Ben Stokes made 33 and Joe Root 16, but when the team total reached 302, Ben Stokes departs. Yes, he was trying to play reverse sweep quite a lot and got an edge and he was caught by Shubman Gill of the bowling of Ravindra Jadeja. He made 33 of 51 ball, hitting 4-4. In the end, England had an unbroken 6-wicket partnership of 71 between Joe Root and Jamie Smith that took England to home. Yes, England reached the target of 371 with the 71 runs partnership of 88 balls. Joe Root made 26 and Jamie Smith 44 in that partnership. And England reached the target in the 82nd over for the loss of just 5 wickets. Joe Root with 53 and Jamie Smith with 44 were the two unbeaten batsmen. For India, Jasprit Bumrah, 19 over 3 made in 57 runs and no wicket. Mohammad Siraj, 14 overs 1 made in 51 runs and no wicket. Ravindra Jadeja, 24 overs 1 made in 104 runs and 1 wicket. Prashant Krishna, 15 overs 92 runs and 2 wickets. And Shardul Thakur, 10 overs 51 runs and 2 wickets. So the summary of the match: India batting first scored 471 in the first inning, and in reply, England made 465. India took a slighter lead of 6 runs, and in their second innings, India scored 364, setting England a target of 371, which England achieved for the loss of 5 wickets. Man of the match, Ben Duckett, 149, lays the foundation as England hunt down 371 at Headingley. Jasprit and Zak Crawley got 50s in the chase as India's 6 drop catches in the match proved costly. Headingley has become the home of run chase. England hauled in a target of 371 to prove it. Set up by Ben Duckett, dazzling 149, and sealed with a 6 by Jamie Smith, they romped home in just 82 overs to seal a 6th consecutive win in Leeds and to take a 1-0 lead in the Anderson-Tendulkar Trophy. It left Ben Stokes to breathe a sigh of relief after his decision to field first on Friday morning, and India dwell on countless opportunities they missed to take control of this test. They hit 5 centuries to England's 2, but lower order collapses of 7 for 41 in the first inning and 6 for 31 in the second inning proved costly, as did their 6 drop catches. This was chastening way to start new era for India, with Shubman Gill's sparkling first inning century long forgotten as he reflected on a heavy defeat in his first test as captain. After series losses against New Zealand and Australia, India have now lost 7 of their last 9 test matches and may only have Jasprit Bumrah available for 2 of the next 4 on the England tour. Bumrah was borderline unplayable in Australia, taking 32 wickets in the series, but was unusually ineffective after his first inning fifer at Headingley. He went wicketless in England's run chase and was seen off by Duckett and Crawley, whose partnership of 188 in 42.2 overs laid the foundation for a victory cruise despite the lingering threat of rain. Duckett was sublime, starting his innings slowly before accelerating against India's weaker link. He was particularly severe on Ravindra Jadeja, whom he reverse swept into submission, and Prashant Krishna, whose 5 wickets in the match could not disguise an eye-watering economy of 6.28, the most expensive in India's test history. England wobbled in the afternoon against Prashant and Shardul Thakur, but Smith and Jasprit saw them across the line with 14 overs remaining in the final hour. Root was characteristically cool in his unbeaten 53, while Smith took Jadeja for 18 runs in an over, including 6s over square leg, and made on to see his team across the line. Duckett and Crawley had reached the lunch break unscathed, battling through probing early spells from Bumrah and Mohammad Siraj before tucking into India's change bowlers. Duckett cut and pulled with total control until his 100 was shot away. On 97, he offered a chance when he pulled Siraj to deep square leg on 97, but Yashasvi Jaiswal dropped his 3rd catch of the match. Siraj was furious and made no effort to hide it. He had drawn Duckett into a verbal battle after drawing an outside edge, which squeezed away through a gap in the slip cordon soon after lunch, and could only watch in frustration as Duckett reverse swept Jadeja for 4 to reach 3 figures. His 6th test century and his first and second innings of a match. Duckett punched the air to celebrate and then got back to work, milking Jadeja for offside runs as he packed his leg side field, but Prashant prized the game open from the other end, first drawing an edge from Crawley, which flew to first slip, and then nipping one back off the seam to induce chop on from Oli Pope England first innings centurion. But Joe Root and Jamie Smith took England to home to take 1-0 lead in the 5-match series.
Keep on watching Sports 360 with Ahmed Hamad for latest news, views, and interviews of sports personalities from around the world.